Our story opens today high atop New York City, in the luxurious penthouse of perhaps the most famous soldier of fortune the world has ever known. Me. How do you do? Excuse the position, just practicing my yoga. Well, now that you're here, we may as well get to know each other. My name is Peabody. I suppose you know yours. I guess you're wondering about this contraption. It belongs to Sherman. He's my boy. Here, Sherman. Here, boy. Shake hands. Say hello.
Hello.
Smart as a whip, isn't he? Now about this amusing little gadget. The story really starts with me, naturally. As a youth, I was just an average genius, the puppy prodigy, they called me. Got my degree at Harvard when I was 3, Wagner cum laude, of course. Then a brief period in the Foreign Service. I speak 8 languages fluently, all at once, that is, including English. Then a few research projects for the government, and I dabbled in the stock market, where I was known as the Wolf of Wall Street. But somehow I felt that something was missing in my life, so I made up my mind to get a boy. I looked high and low, but couldn't find one that met my high standards. Then one day, while watching some boys at their innocent play, I spotted Sherman. My heart went out to him. I'm always pulling for the underboy. I dismissed the others, and Sherman followed me home. He wasn't at all what I was looking for. Oh, he looked at me with those big brown eyes, but I was firm. I took him home. This is where you live?
Yep, that's been home sweet home all my life.
Where have you been, you little brat?
Just visiting.
Get in here.
One moment, sir.
And what do you want, mutt?
The name, sir, is Peabody, and I intend to adopt this boy. Naturally, the newspapers made a big thing of it.
Extra, extra, dog to adopt orphan. Doggy wants to be daddy. Read all about it.
I had to submit references, so I got some old friends to write letters. Then, of course, I was investigated thoroughly. My background was unimpeachable. Still...
But he's not a fit person to bring up a boy. In fact, he's not even a person at all.
Your Honor, I consider that an excellent recommendation. And I finally got Sherman.
This court can see no reason why, if a boy can have a dog can't have a boy.
Daddy!
Sherman, let's get one thing clear. I will never submit to being addressed by that ridiculous name. You will call me Mr. Peabody, or when speaking informally, simply Peabody.
Yes, Mr. Peabody.
So, that was that. But I soon found it's next to impossible to raise a boy in an apartment. Guppies, yes, but a boy, no. They need running room. So I built this for Sherman's birthday. Happy birthday, Sherman.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Peabody. But what is it?
Well, actually, it's a time machine. I call it a Wayback. We just set it, turn it on, open the door, and there we are. Or were, really.
Puribus delenda est, in tres partes argentum sum.
What'd he say? What did he say?
Well, that's simple. He said, oh, never mind. I'll fix it.
So, friends, for a goodbye in a new or used chariot, it's Publius Maximus the Grinning Gaul.
It sounded better in Latin. Can we go somewhere else?
Of course.
With this key, friend,
Mr. Franklin, the lightning!
I intend to demonstrate the principle illustrated by the storage properties of the Leyden jar.
BF, the lightning is...
Gee, we couldn't get a word in edgewise.
I know. A few more adjustments, and behold, not a time machine, but a should-have-been machine. Observe.
With this key, friend...
Mr. Franklin, your kite is going to be struck by lightning.
Oh, really?
It's nice to be a part of history. But all in all, it's just the thing for a boy in an apartment. Eh, Sherman? Well, I thought it was. Of course, he's only a boy, and...
Mr. Peabody, that's the nicest present anybody ever had.
Yes, of course, Sherman. No doubt about it. Every dog should have a boy. Hello there, Peabody here. And this is the Wayback Machine for traveling through time. And this is my boy, Sherman. Speak, Sherman.
Hello.
Good boy. And today we visit Napoleon.
No kidding, Mr. Peabody?
I never kid, Sherman.
Time?
About 1810.
Place?
Paris. The way back was working beautifully. We were teleported right into Napoleon's chambers. He wasn't exactly dressed to receive visitors.
Who is there? Oh, you are from the Secret Service?
Why, sire, is something amiss?
Of course, they are gone.
What are gone?
The Imperial braces.
Huh?
The Emperor means his suspenders are missing.
Oui,
But why are they so important?
because they hold up my pants up.
Crushing logic, sire.
You can't be an emperor without suspenders?
Of course not. If I try to draw my sword, see, I cannot order the troops forward. I cannot even salute. And as for making a speech, impossible.
Well, why don't you get another pair?
Because I am the emperor. I must wear only the imperial suspenders.
Sire, who besides you has access to your wardrobe?
Only my ever-faithful servant, Pierre Lecomo.
And where is he?
Come to think of it, I haven't seen him lately.
Find Pierre and you'll find the missing suspenders.
But where?
There!
Yes, through the palace window, Sherman had spotted a skulking figure moving toward the gate.
Come on, Mr. Peabody.
My dear boy, I'm a genius, not a track star.
He went this way, toward the docks.
In a trice, we were on the docks.
Look, that ship's leaving. We'll lose them.
I doubt that. With the ship pulled to a stop, Sherman and I made our way to a porthole. Inside was Pierre Lecomo and his conspirators. On the table between them were the royal suspenders.
You have done your work well, Pierre.
Nothing.
When our general see this, they will know Napoleon is helpless.
And they will attack.
Then France will fall.
Like Napoleon's pants.
But, Pierre, the table is moving.
How come?
It's simply the rolling of the ship, gentlemen.
Yes, it's the rolling of... What? After them!
Well, we got the suspenders. Let's run.
Unfortunately, we ran in opposite directions, but it was just as well.
Quickly! Unless we get those suspenders, our plot is doomed.
I have got this one cornered.
Peekaboo.
Ooh, give me back my sword, you.
Oh, very well. How's everything, Sherman?
Just fine, Mr. Peabody.
That's nice. It's not sporting, you know.
Who cares? I'm going to get you if it's the last thing I do.
What do you know? It was the last thing.
You little pest, I'm going to feed you to the sharks.
Be calm, Sherman. My guidebook says there are no sharks in these waters.
Goodbye, you brat.
Monsieur Lecomo, you seem to have cut the hawser.
But when I go, he goes.
Not necessarily. And as the rope parted, Sherman dangled at one end of the Emperor's braces, while Pierre Lecomo fell into the murky water. My, seems the guidebook was wrong about those sharks. Well, now to return these to Napoleon and receive the thanks of the happy populace.
They don't look happy.
Something the matter?
Please, Monsieur Peabody, don't take the Emperor's suspenders back.
Why not?
Because it is the first day in 33 years there has been peace and quiet in France.
The first day the cannons have been silent. No boom, boom, boom.
For years, our people have had to go around with their fingers in their ears.
It's the first time I've seen my daddy in 33 years, too.
And who is your daddy?
Napoleon.
Well, we had kept the suspenders from falling into the hands of France's enemies, but there really didn't seem to be any reason for returning them to Napoleon either. And so we didn't. There they are. That's why in all the pictures of Napoleon, his hand is inside his coat. He's really holding up the imperial pants. Hello again. Peabody here, and you're just in time to accompany Sherman and me on another journey into history.
How far back do we go today, Mr. Peabody?
Back to the year 1797, Sherman, where we join England's most celebrated naval hero, Lord Horatio Nelson, for the Battle of Cape St. Vincent. As is customary with all my inventions, the Wayback Machine performed perfectly, transporting Sherman and me to the main deck of Nelson's flagship.
So Britannia rules the sea, does she? Well, I'm afraid that motto is due to go into extinction.
Pardon us, your lordship, But what seems to be the problem?
You mean you haven't heard?
We just got here.
Well, this blundering crew of mine left port minus one very important commodity.
You forgot to bring cannons?
No.
Ammunition?
No.
What then?
We forgot to cast off.
Sure enough, an unbelievably long hawser held the flagship in check.
Does that rope stretch all the way back to England?
All the way. And unless we get loose, we can't go into battle.
I suppose you've considered cutting it in two.
We've considered it, yes. But you see, Admiralty law frowns on such action. One must cast off, and one must cast off while leaving the dock. Oh, I'm afraid it's hopeless.
Meanwhile, just off the coast, the Spanish fleet lay at anchor.
Look at that silly Nelson.
He is like the sitting duck, yes, my captain?
Yes, like the sitting duck who is at the end of his rope. Tell you what we do. We send him a message.
Right, George, it's a communication from the enemy. Dear Lord Nelson, you are cordially invited to attend an informal battle staged in your honor at 6 p.m. As ever, the Spanish Navy.
Isn't there something we can do, Mr. Peabody?
There is one thing. Lord Nelson, I suggest you send a dinghy back to England to cast off the hawser.
Impossible. A dinghy would have to make it there by 6 so that we could go into battle. There isn't a man alive who could row that fast.
Mr. Peabody could. He won the International Regatta 3 years in a row.
4 years, Sherman, 4 years. And so, wasting no time, we headed back to England. Unfortunately, upon arrival, we found the dock heavily guarded.
Nelson should know better than to leave port without casting off. It just isn't done. I'll have him broken for this. Yes. Now, remember, no one is to touch that hawser. No one, understand?
Uh-oh. Now what, Mr. Peabody?
This calls for subterfuge, Sherman. Pure, unadulterated subterfuge.
Alt. Who goes there?
Stand aside. It is I, the head of the RRI.
Oh. Now, off a mo. I never heard of no RRI. What's it stand for?
Royal Rope Inspectors. It's our job to inspect rope. Like this one here.
Oh, now take your hands off that there hawser.
It's almost 6, Mr. Peabody. We've got to hurry.
I said take your hands off that hawser. That's Navy property, that is.
Look at this. Intestinal calcification of the fibre.
What's that? Sounds horrible.
Never fear. England will care for your survivors.
My what?
Survivors. You see, unless we get rid of this rope, you are going to become infected and...
Well, get rid of the ratty thing.
And get rid of it we did. Just as Big Ben told 6. Of course, the rest is history. Nelson succeeded in sinking the Spanish fleet.
Oh, so Nelson was like the sitting duck, eh?
I think we made a boo-boo, yes, my captain?
Yes, we made a boo-boo by joining the Navy instead of the Army. Come on, push me into shore.
Later that evening, we returned Nelson's dinghy.
England owes you much, my friends. Goodbye and good luck.
Well, Sherman, shall we go?
Well, I guess so, Mr. Peabody, but I sure am disappointed.
Why is that?
I never did find out why Lord Nelson wears an eye patch.
However, it wasn't a total loss. Sherman did discover something about wrestling. For there, on the poop deck, someone was giving an exhibition. It was Lord Nelson's half-brother. That, of course, is how the term half-Nelson came to be.